Did you know 88% of all millionaires have a college degree? Since you can remember, you have been told that school is the way to success. But as time reveals all, some of the wealthiest don't actually follow the traditional route. In this video, we are going to cover some of the richest high school dropouts in American history. First on the list, we have Quentin Tarantino. Tarantino had a tumultuous relationship with formal education. He dropped out of high school at 15 years old to work a job at an adult film store. Despite not completing high school, Tarantino's passion for filmmaking was unwavering. He took various odd jobs, including working as an usher at a movie theater, which further fueled his love for the medium. He also attended acting classes and workshops while trying to break into the entertainment industry. Eventually, he went on to become one of the greatest film directors and screenwriters in American history, creating cult classics like Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs. He is now worth an estimated $120 million. Next, we have Jay-Z. He grew up in one of the roughest housing projects in Brooklyn. Originally known as Sean Carter, Jay-Z never graduated from high school. He dropped out of high school his sophomore year. That didn't stop him from becoming a multi-Grammy award-winning hip-hop artist and a successful entrepreneur. He has signed acts like Rihanna, J. Cole, and Kanye West. He has also gone on to invest in companies like Uber, the Brooklyn Nets, and Tidal. His net worth is now an estimated $2.5 billion. Richard Branson. At a young age, Richard struggled with dyslexia, making traditional education nearly impossible for him. On the bright side, this made creative thinking come naturally to him. He launched Student Magazine, which was his first at 15 years old. Eventually, he would drop out of high school at the age of 16 and use the magazine to start a mail-order record company named Virgin Records. The rest was history. He is now worth an estimated $2.9 billion. Next on the list, we have Danica Patrick. She dropped out of high school at 16 to further her racing career in the United Kingdom. It's safe to say she loved the decision.
I love not having to go to school anymore. I was moving an ocean away from my parents. That was exciting.
In 2006, she won the Indy Japan 300 and went on to become the most famous woman NASCAR driver in the world. She now has an estimated net worth of $80 million. Another successful female dropout is Uma Thurman. Although her father was a professor at Columbia, she dropped out of prep school to pursue an acting career. While in school, she was described as awkward and introverted. She was discovered by talent scouts during a school performance of the play The Crucible. After dropping out, she would go on to star in movies like Pulp Fiction, Batman, and Kill Bill. This would make her a household name. She now has an estimated net worth of $45 million. Leonardo DiCaprio. This actor was a special case when it came to high school education. He was already starring in films and commercials by the time he dropped out of high school. He was handpicked by Robert De Niro to star in the film This Boy's Life. He eventually dropped out of school to pursue acting full-time. By the time he was 19, he starred in the film What's Eating Gilbert Grape, which went on to be nominated for a Golden Globe and Academy Awards. The rest is history. He has an estimated net worth of $300 million. Robert De Niro. All throughout De Niro's schooling, he participated in all things performing arts. He took drama workshops and performed in school plays. He found performing as a way to relieve his shyness and became fascinated by cinema, so he dropped out of high school at 16 to pursue acting. He eventually got minor roles in films until he went on to work with directors like Martin Scorsese. He has been active for the last 60 years, starring in at least 113 films. He has also made several investments in businesses such as Nobu and Tribeca Grill. His estimated net worth is $500 million. Next on the list is David Karp. David Karp grew up in Manhattan, New York, where at 11 years old, he began learning coding and was soon developing websites for businesses. He attended Bronx Science for 1 year before dropping out of high school at age 15. He went on to start his own software consulting company. In between contracts, he began working on a microblogging website which was launched as Tumblr in 2007. He would eventually sell the company to Yahoo for $1.1 billion, bringing his net worth to an estimated $200 million. Dave Thomas was adopted as a baby and moved around a lot after his adopted mother passed away when he was 5 years old. He enjoyed traveling with his father, as they would usually eat fast food together. Once he and his father settled in Fort Wayne, Indiana, he got a job working at a restaurant. When his father prepared to move again, he refused. He dropped out of school to work full-time until he eventually joined the Army during the Korean War. After returning home, he partnered with Colonel Harlan Sanders to grow the KFC franchise. He sold his shares worth $1.5 million and eventually founded his first Wendy's restaurant. He went on to take the lessons he learned from KFC and grew his company. At the time of his death, he owned more than 6,000 locations with a net worth of $4.2 billion. Francois Pinault. It is said that Francois Pinault dropped out of school after being bullied for being poor. He attended high school education at College Saint-Martin in Rennes, where he encountered mockery from many affluent classmates due to his family's peasant background and rural accent. He decided to leave school at the age of 16. Subsequently, he enlisted in the military during the Algerian War. After completing his military service in the early 1960s, he began his career by joining his father's timber business. In 1963, with help from his family and a loan from creditors, he started a wood trading company. It did well, and he started buying underperforming companies and turning them around. He would later change his focus from timber to retail. He went on to acquire companies like Balenciaga, Gucci, and Alexander McQueen. He is worth an estimated $47 billion. If you want more videos like this, be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe down below. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more content.